we have been discussing what data analysis is, who is data analyst, role and qualification of data analyst, why data analysis is important, and among various topics we have discussed. We also introduced ourselves to data analysis tools, and today I'm glad to introduce you to the most common and very important, easy to understand tool for analysis, that is SPSS, statistical package for social sciences. So let's come to SPSS and welcome. SPSS, when you open for the first time, this is the look of it. So we have two windows. We have data view window, which we are currently on, and also we have variable view window. So under variable view, this is where we are going to enter our variables, and at data view we are going to code our data. That is the data from the questionnaires that we have. For the first class that we are going to handle, we are going to enter the data manually, not importing from any other softwares. That is when we are going to use these two windows very importantly. So under variable window, that is variable view, we are going to have the name. This is the name of the variable that we want to enter. We have the type. So in the type, we are going to have numeric, as you can see, comma, dot, and so on. Then there is a width of the variable. So under the width of the variable, we can have it, how many characters do you want to allow when you do your data entry. That is where you have width. Decimal point, if your data is in number form, or if your data is numeric, how many decimal point do you want to show. Label. So in our naming, there are various rules that we are going to follow. Like the name should not be having spaces, the name should not be having special characters, the name should not be starting with numbers. So this may be sometimes ambiguous, and to remove the ambiguity of the name that we are having with limitation, then we have label where we can describe our name all the way that we want. Under values, this is where we assign values for nominal scale of measurement. Of course, we have discussed the scale of measurement: nominal, ordinal, interval, and also ratio scales of measurement. So when you want to assign values to your variable, this is where we are going to assign values. Missing values, what are you going to do if you have missing values in your data? If maybe your respondent has not responded to some question, then what are you going to do? Column, this column is how you are going to play with the data view column. So the width of data view column, here you can either increase or decrease by just like we use in Excel, or we do in Excel, but again you can do the width of your column from here. Align, do you want to align to the left, to the right, and also to the center? Just like Excel, the numerical values are aligned to the left, to the right, and the scale or string values are aligned to the left. And the measurement, this is where you are going to give your level of measurement. Is it ordinal, nominal, or scale? For the roles, this is where the developers of the software are having for you to modify the way you want it to be, but we are not going to dip in the role column. So now having said that, at the tabs we have file, where we can we can open a new file, we can create a new sheet, that is SPSS sheet. We can open a data, we can import, you can also see we can export data, save file, and so on. We have edit, we have view, and we are going to use all of these tabs in the course of our classes. So that is the brief introduction to Excel, SPSS, that I want us to cover. So it mostly looks like Excel. Maybe sometimes you might be having columns, having rows. But before I conclude this class, it is important to say that in columns we are going to have variables. So if we are going to have age, variable called age, then age will be coming here. If we are going to have variable called serial number, it is coming in the column. And in the rows, that is across the rows, we are going to have the cases. So the individual respondent will be coming here. So the first respondent may be, if we have variable age here, then you are going to enter the age of the first variable there, the second variable there, and so on. So I think in this class we have learned most important part of introduction to SPSS, where you are going to enter your variables here, the name and the type and everything, the description. Then at the data view is where you are coding your data. So in our next class we are going to do data entry, and it will be a very enjoyable class. I'll be coming with at least something that can give you the hint on how to enter data. Thank you and enjoy learning. Kindly subscribe to our channel to support us continue surviving. Thank you and enjoy learning.